Shalom, real Hebrew Israelites coming in week in, week out, prophesying the downfall of American society. Starting off, I'm going to give all praise on the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kawadas. Yahweh is a truly powerful name of the world, ignorantly called God. Yahushua is a truly powerful name of the world, ignorantly called Jesus, Ba'ashem, in the name of Kawadas, Holy Spirit, literally translated Spirit Holy. I'm going to give double honor to my elders and apostles of great millstone, rule, teacher, being great examples to us and brothers. And peace and blessings, those full elect, will up part of that number. I'm the brother Kadar, come back with another video. And this video just gonna be about is recommended for people that's brothers that's brand new to this truth. Talk about like 1 week or 1 month into the truth, or just find out who you are and you sincerely trying to learn. And one of the greatest things and one of the most important things is humbling yourself down, man, before you come into this thing, knowing that whatever you learned in the world before you enter into this truth, all right, because the scriptures say the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High. So all the BS that we've been lied to in this world, don't bring that shit into the truth. All right, you gotta accept and humble yourself down that you don't know nothing and you willing to learn, man. All right, because if you come into this thing, you don't know a damn thing. All right, you trying to be prideful and shit, you just gonna get embarrassed, man. You know. All right, but I'm gonna read First Peter 1:23, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of the Most High, which liveth and abideth forever, man. And the point I want to bring out is being born again. All right, not actually you going back to your mother's womb, but you being born again in the spirit, man. All right, put off that stuff in the world, man, before you enter. When you enter into this truth, man. All right, because the world is behind us, man. The world is the burden. The truth is the light, man. All right, that's one thing. You gotta remember that the world is behind us, and that the world is the burden, man. All right, so don't be caught up into this bullshit, this wicked folly, foolishness, man. All right, in this world. This is First Peter 1:2 and 2. As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby, man. Right. So if you in this truth, all right, the years you in this truth, that's how old you are, man, in the spirit. So if this your first month in this truth, you a first month babe. Well, you a babe, man. First of all right, and you this your first month, all right. So you gotta literally, one thing I like to do is visualize your age in this truth, man. So you literally a baby, and you have so many things to be taught, man. That's why it's good to be humble. All right, design a sincere milk. All right, it ain't talking about physical milk. All right, but if you see, it's talking metaphorically, because milk helps it's like a baby's brain grow, helps it nourishes it and become stronger. All right, and this, all right, the knowledge that brother's given to you, all right, by the Most High, of course, is that milk, man. All right, and it is the difference between meat and the milk. All right, you can't just be new into this truth trying to get into Revelations or Second Ezra's 11th chapter, Second Ezra's 12th chapter. No, Second Ezra's 11th chapter, Daniel 11. You can't. You gotta go to the milk first, man. And when I'm talking about the milk, precepts, simple precepts proving you the Israelites, we the Israelites, by the curses, and etc. Proving that the Most High is a black man. Um, uh, uh, who was Esau? Those are just examples that I threw out there. That's the milk, man. All right. So it's basic, things that you need to know in this truth, but the fundamentals is the most important, man. All right, because that your foundation is the most important, man. All right, so you're supposed to develop yourself from the beginning, because hey man, you're gonna take a lot of losses in this thing, but you gotta keep going, man. You're gonna a pain and embarrassment is the best teacher, man. All right, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby, man. All right, you gotta learn of the milk, man. I'm gonna give another example. Milk. I can't really think of one right now, but it's all good. But just don't get into anything too hard for you, man. Oh yeah, another thing, don't be asking foolish questions like who created the Most High, this and that. you just gonna bug yourself out, man. You know, hey, it's good to say, focus not on things which are too hard for thee, man. All right, hey, we don't know that, man. All right, the Lord's name is Yahweh. He is, all right. He exists, you know, and that'll bug you out, man. It says, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahushua Mashiach. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in sin a chief cornerstone, all right, that foundation stone, a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believe on him shall not be confounded, man. All right. Now let me get a precept because, matter of fact, I believe it's 1 Corinthians the 14th. 32. Hey, I wasn't even planning on getting this one, but you know, it is what it is. It's just the spirit, man. 1 Corinthians 14 to 32, and the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. And another thing, that's the milk, man. You know, hey, learn about, reincarnation. You know, how, just reincarnation, etc. All right, it said this reincarnation right here, man. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So if you was a prophet in your past life, hey, you a prophet in this life, man. You know, the Lord don't switch things up, man. All right. I'm trying to find a precept real quick. Salakia, hold on. All right, Salakia. And Salakia means forgive me. But I was at 1 Corinthians 14 chapter, but it was 1 Corinthians 13. But it's cool. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child, thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things, man. All right. Hey, man. So, hey, when you enter into the truth, let go of that nigga shit in the world, man. You know that wicked gang banging shit. You know, smoking all that bullshit, man. All right. Hey, the Lord is building up a nation of king and priests, man. Hey, we don't believe. I mean, not believe, but that's not the custom of our people, man. That's not the law that the Lord gave us, man. All right. And another thing is being rational in this truth, man. All right. Don't be offended, man. Be subject to the older brothers in this truth, man. That's one big thing that a lot of guys get messed up with. James 5. Because hey man, like I said, hey, me myself, I'm going on to my third year in this truth. All right, so I'm a 3-year-old toddler. That's just metaphorically speaking. But hey, a toddler and a toddler gets screamed at all the time, man. You know, older brothers get on me all the time, man. Hey, they guiding after your soul, man. All right. They looking after you, man. Of course, the Most High, but the Most High set them over you. This is James 5, and just bring this out because the Spirit just led me to it. James 5:20. Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of his sins, man. All right. Hey. The scripture say the angels rejoice in the heavens when one sinner repents, man. Hey, we getting rewarded for this, man. Trying to find it. Bear with me real quick. All right, I'm gonna get that later, but the Spirit just keep making me go to different scriptures. It's just what the Lord wants. It's just what the Lord wants a lot. 1 Peter 1:13. Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end of the grace that is brought into you at the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach, as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust and your ignorance, man. Right? So when you was back in the world, okay. And now, I'm gonna get. It says, submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be the king as supreme. Okay. Servants, be subject to your masters. All right. And the older brothers after us, they look they Most High put them in position, to look after us, man. Hey, so they are our masters, man. Spiritual fathers. Servant, be subject to your master with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. All right. Now, damn, I've been trying to look for the scripture for the longest. This is Hebrews 13 and 17. Obey them that have rule over you. All right, and that's brothers. And submit yourself, or even a brother that's over you, and the older brothers that's over you, even the brother that's over you in rank, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, man, as they that must give account, that they must obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you, man. All right. Hey, so hey, you gotta humble yourself down and be subject to your older brothers in this truth, man. All right, because hey, we go off, we make mistakes. That shit is normal. We in the flesh, man. All right, so you might get a curse out or two. Hey, be subject and take that curse out, man. Or you might not have did nothing, but you still got a curse out. Well, scripture says suffer wrongfully, man. All right, take the low. All right. And one thing you got to realize, we suffering for a good cause, man. All right, because the Lord just not, the Lord is messing us up. He jacking us up because our sins before we entered into this truth, and for the sins of our past life, man. All right, and scriptures also say you get punished for your parents' sin, man. Hey, so we getting jacked up, but hey, we gold, man. The Lord describes us as finer than gold. If you discover gold, it has different minerals and dirt on it. All right, and you got to burn it to make it pure, man. That's what the Lord is doing to us. He purifying us through the hell that we catch, man, boosting our faith along the way and our understanding. But 1 Peter 3:14, and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. But sanctify the Lord the Most High in your heart, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of that hope that is in you in meekness and fear, having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Hamashiach. For it is better if the will of the Most High be so that ye suffer for well doing than for evil doing. All right. Hey, so I'd rather suffer for good than for bad, man. You know, in the curses, we under the curses as Israelites, so we gonna suffer anyway. We under the curses. Now, which one would you pick? To suffer for righteousness and get a reward at the end, or suffer for wickedness and get that reward at the end, which is the damn missiles, man. All right. And I'm gonna end that there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shah, by Shiva Kakodash, Shalom, and the Bible Ball.